still love you. I still love you. I still love you. I still love you.
Yo, what's up YouTube, it's Garrison here and welcome back to the channel. So today I'll be checking out Kang Daniel's MV for Paranoia. Now I'm super hyped up for this, as some of you may know, back in the summertime of last year when I was first checking out Kang Daniel on my channel here, I was blown out of the water by his song Waves featuring Simon Dominic and Jamie, you already know, and also, of course, Who You Are, that dance hall really heavy R&B-ish song, as well as his album Magenta. What an amazing album, am I right? But aside from that, I've only seen one teaser for this song for Paranoia, and I'm like, oh, this is dark, and it could be really meaningful, of course, due to the titling of the song and all. But enough talk. Let's just get into it, shall we? Alright, Kang Daniel, Paranoia. I got the English captions on and all. Let's go. What a mysterious start. Oh my. Straight chills here. I want to hide. Ooh, love the horn sounds here. Wow, this is certainly dark, but the lyrics are super meaningful. Wow. Like with each and every scene, everything is so jarring with the instrumental, but just from everything that I'm seeing, they're very symbolic. My man's looking all alluring and such throughout these scenes too. Ooh, the whistling there in the back. Ooh. Whoa. It's a fight. Failure. Oh my goodness. Where do I even begin? Oh my goodness. It's too early in the morning for me for this and all, but Kang Daniel. Wow. Paranoia, okay, where do I even begin? Where do I even start? Right from the start, I'm like, wow, this is very jarring, mysterious, and I feel like he really really paints a story, not through just this MV and how symbolic it was, him being in a state of shock in that position and all, and like him in the bed and all, and him fighting this dark, evil character, which is, at the end of the day, is within himself. It's an inner battle. He really adds to it with his lyrics, his penmanship. The penmanship is amazing in this. That was one of the things that I also knew before coming to this. I knew who are the producers and singer-songwriters behind this track, as well as Kang Daniel himself writing his own lyrics. Wow. Talking about really his pain that he's experienced, the anguish, the inner conflicts that he has had, or conflicts in general, sort of makes me think that this really talks about his story, what he's been through, really a personal type of song that can be relatable for some, but without seeing the lyrics, if I didn't have the captions on, I'm like, oh, this is dark and alluring and just really super dark. But with the lyrics and all, and seeing how the scenes went the way that they did in this MV with Kang Daniel, wow, he really paints a story and really adds to it with, like I said, his penmanship. The lyricism in this is 10 out of 10, really. Every time when Kang Daniel comes out with a new song, I swear he just keeps on showing a new side to him, a different side to him. But this one being more personal, of course, and if I recall correctly, he's been through a hiatus and such, a break. And I have to say this right away: when people go on breaks or hiatuses, usually that's, especially these days, it's really due to what that individual has went through, or really through burnout and such. And I've been through a hiatus before and such, and breaks, and not all of those breaks are necessarily breaks, just in a state of shock in mind and thinking of what has happened before that break, what I've been through and all. In this case, wow. And Daniel, I really appreciate him sharing his story, through the dark times that he's been through. Obviously, connecting to the titling of the song, Paranoia, and all, really super meaningful in that aspect. But let me talk about the soundscape to this song, okay? Before, in the past, we have heard, R&B from Kang Daniel. R&B really inspired sounds, and that really reminds me of what other Western artists who've been coming out with, utilizing the R&B genre. But back on Waves, Who You Are, of course, there was a good mix of dancehall and such, and I feel like Kang Daniel is really putting himself in the right direction in terms of his music, maturing his sound, and now really adding, not only maturing his sound, also sharing what he really wants to talk about, right? I feel like when it comes to solo artists these days in the scene, we do not really get that flexibility, okay? You see these huge solo artists from their own respective labels, and sometimes they're really confined in terms of creative direction. But Kang Daniel, he really puts the effort, and he's allowed, as it's his own label, to really do his own music, work with the producers, singer-songwriters he wants to do, of course his friends, backup dancers and such, and the whole creative team that's behind Kang Daniel and stuff. But yeah, I've said this in the past before, I really appreciate how much work he puts in and how much time he has done, because I can tell it's not easy to really run your own company and at the same time really promote yourself as a solo artist and do all this work and stuff. But really, Paranoia, definitely a song that I can see myself listening to on and on. But really, yeah, it is that R&B inspired song, utilizes the R&B genre, but at the same time I feel like what I truly really love, there's two parts that I really love to the song: the really smooth chorus, and at the same time the bridge. Okay, when it comes to bridges really are what elevate a song or really bring down a song a bit, you know, to be honest. Personally, for me, bridges do that, and in this case it really elevates this song to a whole nother level and really adds more oomph to Paranoia and the meaning behind the song and stuff that the what Kang Daniel is trying to put out. Anyways, y'all, I really liked this song in terms of the soundscape, in terms of the lyricism by Kang Daniel himself. Shoutouts to all the singer-songwriters and producers behind him that worked with him behind this track. Let me know if you want me to really check out more Kang Daniel content, as well as his collab song State of Wonder that I haven't gotten to yet due to how busy I am with studies. Aside from that, this has been Garrison. Be sure to like, share, and maybe subscribe, as it helps out the channel so much, and it just warms my heart being able to connect with fellow fans. And all have a great day, though. Have a good night. Have a good afternoon wherever you are. And peace.